first thing you will need for this look is a bandage. I measured it like just twice the size around my head, so my eyes will be covered with 2 layers of bandage. And to know where your eyes will be, because they will be super bloody, we'll just have to put on the first layer of bandage, take a little brush and put on some red makeup. This is just cheap Halloween makeup. You will have to just adjust it a bit on the where exactly you want it to be. So, and then you just probably go around your eyes, so you will know where your eyes will be when you put on the bandage later. This is just roughly to know where to put the blood later onto the bandage. This looks funny. And this is the first layer, and because I wanted my eyes to be covered with 2 layers, I will just put on the second layer as well and just draw on it where my eyes are as well. So this, and this. This is the first step. Take off the bandage. Now you will have like 2 little circles, like 4 circles where your eyes will sit. So for the next step, we want to make our bandage look old and dirty, and therefore you will need some water, some coffee pulver, just a bit, and then you will need the red paint again for drawing onto the blood, as well as black paint to give the blood a bit of depth. Here's your bandage. You already drew on where your eyes will sit in these cute little red circles. I got 2 layers, so there are 4. If you only use 1 layer, you will just have 2 eye holes. So the first step is take your coffee pulver, just a bit, not much, and put it onto your bandage like this. Just spread it all over. It's good to be messy. Then you will need some water and make it wet and rub it into your bandage. This will make it look fucked up and old. Get your bandage a bit wet, like this. So it's wet but not dripping wet. And you will need a underlayer of paper or something that can get messy. So then you will take the coffee pulver, just a bit, not much. This actually may be too much. And then just rub it in your bandage. This will make it look old, used, and as if this bandage has been through a lot of hard times. Yeah, so So you will need a tissue or toilet paper to get rid of the greasy part of the coffee pulver. If you want your bandage to look like it has been in dirt and your character will be super messed up and dirty and like a zombie or something, you can let it stay. But I personally, for this blinded maiden look, don't want to have like too much of these greasy parts on it, so I will just rub it off. So once you're finished with your mess and cleaning up your mess again, you will have your bandage will look like this. You can see that it's clearly not white anymore, but used and dirty. And now comes the fun part. Take your eyes and just a brush, no, the size doesn't really matter, just put it up in water, put some red makeup on it, or paint, you can use paint as well. I just have makeup here, it was very cheap so I don't mind. And draw in your eyes. This can be a bit messy because bandage will always be soaking, and so there will be no hard edges on them. And just do this with all of your eye holes. To make this look more realistic, you can just clean your brush on the bandage, so there will be some reddish tone to it on some points. And to make the blood look old and to give it more depth, you will need the black. Just be very careful with this. You only want it to be very slightly. So you just want to darken up the red. Just like this. And in the middle it will be darker because there will have been more blood because you lost your eyes. Again, don't make it too round, but just smudge it and blend it out a bit. So just like this. Of course you can get darker in the middle, but just dab it on. Don't draw a circle. And now I will just go over with the red again to blend the black with the red. You will see like this. Just like that. And you're done with your bloody bandage. Just put it somewhere to dry, and while you wait on your bandage to dry, it's time for the makeup. This makeup is really easy. Basically the only thing you will need is like white paint and a sponge. Make your face white. Just don't make it too white, just like you've been dead, not painted white like a clown. When you're done with your weight, it is time for the lips. You're not completely dead, so your lips won't be completely white. I will take a nude lipstick and just put it on my lips. And to finish this, I will just put a little bit of the white over the lipstick. Yeah, like this. Now, this is optional. I will put on some red around my eye area just to make it look a bit more realistic, and if someone tries to take away your bandage, you will still be bloody underneath. But this is optional, you don't have to do this. Then take your bandage and place your eyes, your drawn on eyes over your real eyes, like this. That the black will be in the middle of your eyes. I will just put it around my head twice because I made 2 layers. You can just make one if you want to. Here's the second layer, like this. You don't even have to really secure the bandage. It will. I just put it on, put it behind my ears, and it will stay. But you can secure it with some bobby pins. So you won't lose it. Then you can open your hair again to cover up the rest of the bandage. Like so. And you're nearly done, but because your eyes have been ripped out completely, you want to have blood dripping down your cheeks. And therefore you will need the red again and a small brush. And just draw on where you think the blood would flow. You can also use fake blood for this if you want to. I only got capsules to pop up in the mouth, so I cannot use it for this, sadly. To give the blood more depth, just go in with the black and darken up the red. And don't worry, even if the bandage is painted on, been painted on, you can still see through it. Blend in the black batter, just go over the black with the red again and it will blend nicely. You're done! This is the finished look.